So these are some of the pulls that I got from my Double Masters box. I will just give a little talk about what I'm going to be using them in. Alright, so over here we've got a Grand Architect. I'm probably going to be putting this into Joyra at some point in order to be able to spam lots of more artifacts. It also allows Joyra to essentially become a mana dork for artifacts. Shamanic Revelation, I'm not sure on this one. I've got quite a few of these cards. I don't think I've got a spot for this in a deck at the moment. Sculpted Steel, I could probably find a spot for this in Joyra. Almost definitely in Joyra. I have a Duretti deck which already has a Sculpting Steel in, so maybe potentially my Voltron deck when I decide on the commander for it. Violet Thicket, I will probably put this into my Maelstrom Wanderer, or potentially my Golos deck, just as a way of fixing my colours a bit better. Basalt Monolith, maybe Golos in order to get them out faster. I'm not sure on the Monolith yet. Trinisphere, now this is a fun card. I haven't got a deck that Trinisphere would work in yet, but I do have a Winter Orb lying around, and I've got various other stacks pieces, so I could potentially build this into a CDH deck. Hannah Ship's Navigator, I really like the card. I'm not sure what I'd use it in. I might build a new deck. I'm not sure with this one. Yeah, I'm really not sure on that one. Over here we have Mishra's Bauble. I'll be putting this into Duretti because I already have one in Joyra, and Duretti's my other artifact deck, and this would be just like the most logical fit. Pure Steel Paladin here. This will go into our Aurelia deck because it's just, you know, exactly what you need for a Voltron style deck. Moving on to Conjurer's Closet. I think I've got an Afara deck that this would work well in. Not Afara. Yes, Afara, God of the Polis. Or potentially Merrin, but I tried to keep my non-creature count down and that. Same with Afara, really. There's not really a deck that I have that really needs it. Maybe Golos, Flickering Golos, but it's not necessary. I'll see how that one goes. Welding Jar. Now this will go into Joyra because it's a 0-cost artifact, which is incredibly important, and it can also protect some of my mana rocks from any destruction coming in. Very handy. Twilight Maya. This will probably go into Golos if I don't have one in there already. If not, it will go into oh, bless me. Into Merrin. Probably Merrin. Glimmer Void into Joyra. Not really too much to say about that. A bit of colour fixing. Obviously it would be better if I in a deck with more colours, but unfortunately I don't have decks with too many colours that actually need colour fixing. Throne of Geth, right, now this is a foily boy. There we go, you can see it a little bit. I'll be putting this into Duretti as a way of refilling my graveyard if someone's exiled it or I need to dump some stuff in there, and as a way of rushing Duretti's ultimate out if people aren't applying pressure to him, because we all know that once you get your ultimate out with Duretti, you just won. Okay, that's it for this set. I will come for another set in a second. Okay, so we have Bosch. I'm not going to use Bosch. I haven't found these for them yet. Vishkal. No, I'm not. No, I've already got a Vishkal in the Vampires deck. I might put him into my big creatures Golos. He just doesn't have the impact that most of the other creatures do, but I'll probably find a way. Phyrexian Revoker. I'm going to be putting this into either Joyra or Duretti. I'm not sure. Probably Duretti, because it's a creature and I can always sacrifice it and bring it back, whereas Joyra is more reliant on just spamming spells, and this one costs 2, so probably not this one for Joyra. Merciless Eviction. I think I'm already running one in my Atraxa deck, and that is the only deck that I can think of off the top of my head that is running white-black, apart from the Vampires. And I don't see myself running this in Vampires, so yeah, maybe in like a fun Golos deck that I'm building where it's only big sorceries. Riddlesmith. Now I've already got one in my Joyra, but this one's foil, so this one's gonna be swapped in. Kragenrick Cremator. Now I have no idea what I'm gonna use this in. I don't think I'm gonna use it. No, there's nothing I can think of that would be using that. Lux Cannon. I've been wanting one of these for a while to put into my Atraxa deck. I will probably try and find space for this. Yeah. Crib Swap. Everyone's favourite vampire or goblin. Yeah. I'll put this in a tribal deck of some sort. I'm not sure which one. Yeah, I'm not sure which one. I'll come back to that one at some point in the future. Cascade Bluffs. I believe this needs to go into Golos. Might go into Joyra if I don't have it in there already. Sword of Faff. Now I'm really happy to have drawn this one. Although I can't think of a deck that I want to run it in. I will probably try and find space for it in Joyra. But just trying to think off the top of my head, any of my decks that really need the sword that would synergize with it better. No, probably just probably Joyra. Yep, go with that. Salvage Titan. There's not a single deck that I have that I'm going to be running this in. I don't have an artifact deck in black. Simple. Tuk Tuk. Maybe if I have a Goblins deck, but I could build a Cranker one. I've got most of the cards available, but I just don't really see myself playing a 1/1 that makes a 5/5. It just doesn't seem impactful enough for me. Magoose of the Will. Now, this one, I'll probably put it into my Tazka, yeah, because my Tazka aims to, fill its graveyard and get value back. It's also an 8, like in terms of power level, and I would like to push up to 9 maybe. And this is like the next best thing other than Yorkmoth's Will. Vexing Shusher. I don't really have a deck for this, but I would like. I might put it into Warp, but I don't think it needs it. I used to run it in my Maelstrom deck. Then I just wanted to cut out a load of my weaker hits from the Cascades, so this isn't in it anymore. I'll have to get back to you on this one. Okay, this set can easily be, half of it can easily be categorised into meh, and that would be Tuk Tuk, Bosch, Vishkal, Kragenrick Cremator, and Salvage Titan. The only deck that that could run any of these is maybe my Golos would like Vishkal, but the space is at a premium in that deck, so probably not. Not got a deck for this. Not got a deck that wants that effect at all. This just I've had a boss before, just can't think of a deck that would want it. And Tuk is just like a bit meh, really. Do you not think? Okay, so we've got Magus of the Will. I know it's Magus. This will go into Tazgir, so I can get tons of value out of my graveyard. Don't have a deck for this. Maybe Wart if it's not in there already. I don't think it is. I haven't needed it because what Wart does is you copy your spell. So, like, even if it counters it, there's still 2 copies anyway. Affection Revoker, probably Duretti because out of my 2 artifact decks, it's the one that can potentially name different cards if you sacrifice it and bring it back. Cascade Bluffs, I believe my Joyba needs this. If not, then my Golos. 2 foily cards, my favourite Goblin card of all time, and also my favourite Elf. One of my favourite Kithkins as well. Is the joke getting old? I don't think it is, because I love my Golems. Cool. This I've got this in my Joyba deck already, but this one is foil, so this one's going in instead. Lux Cannon will go into my Atraxa deck. Sword of Faf will probably go into Joyba because I don't have many attacking decks, and Joyba can always have a longer storm turn. That's always more fun. This I am building a Golos big sorceries deck, so that's probably what it will go in. Okay, here we go. So we've got Disciple of Bolus in this set. So I haven't really got a deck for a Disciple of Bolus, so it's a bit of a disappointing one. Might try and shove it into a Merrin, but it generally doesn't do too well in there. Same with the Doomed Necromancer. I've already got one of those in my Merrin, so I don't have another Reanimator deck to make use of it, so I'll have to make a new one. Fetid Heath, another filter land. Wow. I'll probably go into, believe it or not, Golos, maybe Atraxa. Depends on the colour spread there. These are the Tangle. I'm not sure on this one. It could work in Wart. The only issue being it cost 8 and it needs to hit them before it does anything, so probably not. Maybe in a Golos, but even then it's still not good. Yeah, a bit meh. Bloodspore Phoenix, I also don't have a deck for this. Yeah, I just don't really have a deck that really needs this effect and is happy sacrificing that many cards. Maybe my Marith, but Okay, onto the good cards. We have Land Tax. Funnily enough, I'm not sure if I have a deck that needs a Land Tax. I might have to shove some basics into my Golos, but I don't think I want to do that. Alternatively, I could put them into... I can't think of a deck that I run that has white that runs a lot of basics. We'll have to see on that one, but it's a good card, so I'm happy to have it. Sword of Bam. This isn't the most impactful card. I'll probably put this into maybe Aurelia. Just mills from 20 and pop, because she gets 2 combats, and if you've got double strike, you can mill them 40. Maybe. Masterwork of Ingenuity. Yeah, probably. Maybe Joyba. Because it can enter as potentially a Paradise Mantle or the Sword of Feast and Famine or someone else's thing, like Swiftfoot's maybe, or if failing all that, it's just a 1 cost artifact. Even if it does nothing, that is still a 1 cost artifact, so it's an extra card in your hand. Master Transmuter. Now this is definitely going into Joyra. There's no two ways about it. It's a historic creature, being artifact, and it allows you to completely cheat your mana costs. Definitely going in there. Oh, and I should mention foily. Oh, and I should also mention also foily. Yep, this is going into Marath. I've been wanting this in my Marath deck for a long time. Being able to ping off any creature with Marath and gain life is just too much value. Everflowing Chalice. Now, I already have one of these in my Joyra, but this one's foil. So yeah, that's going in instead. And a Noble Hierarch. If I'm being honest, I'm probably going to sell this. I've already got 4 foilies in my Infect deck for Modern, and if I ever wanted a Noble Hierarch in one of my EDH decks, I would just take it out of my Infect deck, because Infect, it feels really bad to play at the moment. And that's it. We'll move on to the next one in a second. There's an overview for you. Boom.